Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I'm talking about the new comics that I picked up week 37 and 38 of 2019. That is September 11th and 18th of 2019. All of these are comics that came out on one of those 2 days. I don't think I picked up any new. I'm looking around the room, seeing if there's other stuff that I picked up that I wanted to talk about. I did get a couple of copies of the card game Flux. I got the Batman version, and then Flux 5.0, which I think is the newest version of the regular game. And then I also got the card game Lunacy, which is like a matching card game. I haven't had a chance to try playing it yet, but I am looking forward to that, playing that sometime soon. So that's kind of relevant to the comic books, since I talked about Marvel Flux a couple of weeks ago. I'm combining both of these episodes because I didn't get around to recording last week's episode because there's a lot of traveling, and I'm knocking this one out real quick. I'm planning to leave in just a few hours after I get some sleep to go to Big Texas Comic Con or whatever it's called. I should just look and see what it's called, but go to demonjackal.com. The info for that show is on there. Actually, should update the webpage. I don't think I added a separate post about this particular show with like I didn't put the table number and stuff on there, which I know now, and I can put that info on there. So hopefully by the time you listen to this, I will have all of that information on demonjackal.com. But let's get into these books that I picked up this last week and this week. I did read a bunch of them. More than I usually do, and so let me just go through those real quick. I'm not going to go real in depth with all of these, but another issue of the Orville. This is the word of Avis, part 1 of 2. This is a really interesting issue. I'm looking forward to see what happens next, and I don't want to give anything away about this, but it's a real. It addresses a religion basically. And it's really interesting, and I'm looking forward to see where it goes from there. Collapser issue number 3. We have Collapser learning more about his powers, actually talking to the black hole that inhabits his body, which is all really weird stuff. We realize that the black hole can manipulate reality itself and stuff like that, and it's pretty interesting. He kind of embraces it and becomes a superhero and all that. Chastity issue number 1. You know what? I read this the day that I got it. The rest of these I read the day that I got them, so I don't remember super well. What is this? What was this book about? I don't know. I know I liked it, but I can't remember any specifics from it. But check it out. It's pretty cool. Chainsaw Reindeer is interesting. It's ridiculous, and I don't know. I'm not sure I would recommend it. If you like just over the top weird stuff, it's only $4, but I wouldn't say that this is like a must read. Not something like a bunch of other books. I think this is probably. I don't know. That was another thing. This book has one of those things I don't really like that much in first time comics kind of things, or where there's like a whole lot of the book. Not like a whole, like there's a page of the book that's dedicated to like, oh, thank you so much for checking out the book, and if you want to see more, then let everybody, like that kind of thing. But I don't know. Maybe it's just necessary. And I mean, you don't have to read that page. It just kind of sticks out to me when those are when that's part of the book. I mean, you could just make that like a separate like insert thing and like give that to people when they buy it from you and that kind of thing. I don't know. But anyway, Batman Universe issue number 3. The cover of this is super awesome. Batman with all kinds of dinosaurs, and I forget how the dinosaurs are involved in this, But it's all this stuff with Green Lantern and the Hawk people and all that kind of stuff. He like had gone to the Hawkman and Hawkwoman's planet, and Hawk Girl. Is it Hawk Girl? Hawkwoman or Hawk Girl? I don't remember. But and Green Lantern gets involved and stuff. It's this I really like this series because it's so weird. Just like all the other kind of galactic stuff in the DC universe right now. And another weird book, Gotham City Monsters. Crap, I can't remember the specifics of what's going on. They're it's about the monsters who've been like sectioned off to a specific part of the city, and like they're not too happy about that. And there's like Dracula's in there, or no, it's not Dracula, but it's a vampire. He has like a regular name, like Matt Johnson or something. I don't remember his name, but you got like Killer Croc in there, and a bunch of other people, a bunch of other monsters, and I enjoyed it. I don't remember the specifics because this is the first one that I read last week, and I have a pretty bad memory, so I apologize about that. But also picked up last week. This is a huge stack. The stack keeps getting bigger and bigger. I need to stop adding stuff to my subscriptions, and let stuff run out. But it's not going to be any better until after Year of the Villain is over, because there's at least one shot every week, like all these tie-ins and the alternate. Yeah. Before I get to that, because I have it in a separate tab because it's a magazine size, but it's super thick also, so I don't have it like bagged and boarded and stuff. Sabrina Super Special #1. This is a really cool special book, with a bunch of old Sabrina comics in it, and then a newer, I don't know if it's brand new, Sabrina comic at the end of the issue. It's like it's got to be like 100 pages, something like that. I don't know if the pages are numbered. Yeah, it's like 120 pages. Super awesome. It is $10, but I'd say it's totally worth it. I haven't read it yet, but it's a really cool book. I mean, it is like a magazine, so it's not like hardcover. It's not like really thick. Well, the cover is pretty quality. It is thicker than just like, it's like a magazine cover. Anyway, check that out if you like Sabrina at all. Year of the Villain, the Riddler one shot that came out last week, and I'm looking forward to reading that. Actually, I'm gonna put that in a separate pile because I can jump right into reading that. Young Justice #8. This variant cover is so freaking cool. Like this is one of my favorite covers of the year so far. Speaking of awesome covers, Wonder Woman #78, another Jenny Frison cover. I think we're approaching the last one of hers, but hopefully I think it's maybe like in the 80s. That's her last one. She posted on Instagram a couple weeks ago. So I think we still have at least a couple more issues to go. Amazing Spider issue #29. I'm not caught up on that, so I don't know what's going on. Archie, The Married Life 10th anniversary, issue #2 of 6. I still haven't read issue #1. I need to just get right on that because it looks like it's a pretty fun book. Batman and the Outsiders, issue #5, came out last week. Black Cat, issue #4. I think I'm only one issue behind on that, so I should be able to jump right in there. Pretty cool regular cover. I should get the variant covers. The variant covers for Black Cat have been awesome. And another awesome freaking cover. Man, this is really cool. You've got like the shattered like dual cover, but it's like the Nova Corps logo. Is it the Nova Corps logo? Whatever her star logo is. Who is that from? Or is it Kree? It's the Kree logo. That's right. Is it? No, it might not be. Anyway, it has her, and is that Ms. Marvel? I don't know. But issue #10, the cover is really cool. I like that. I think this is the last Art Germ Catwoman cover. issue number 15. It's Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. I've been looking forward to this cover since he posted on Instagram a while ago. Detective Comics issue 1011. All kinds of guns pointed up at Batman, but he is not worried about that one bit. Event Leviathan issue number 4. That's a cool cover. The variant cover with Green Arrow and Batman just totally jacked up, being held by the collars of their shirts. The Flash issue number 78. This variant cover is very cool. Like a full body shot of him just covered in the Speed Force lightning bolt things. Go-Go Power Rangers issue number 23. This cover has some animals on it, and I like that a lot. Just because there's animals on it. I am so far behind on Power Rangers. But Gwenpool Strikes Back issue number 2. We have Gwenpool jumping Mr. Fantastic's bones. And Sue Richards is not happy at all. At all. She is very, very... But Ben Grimm, he seems confused. He has a kiss mark on his bottom lip. And Johnny Storm, is it Johnny Storm? He's pleased. He's quite pleased. And then the other side of things, we have Sue Richards, who's looking very pleased as she has a number of men in tuxedos around her on the cover of Invisible Woman number 3, which I've read number 1. I still need to read number 2 since Black Widow just got introduced in there, and I was really excited about that, and then didn't get around to reading what comes next. Justice League Odyssey issue number 13. I don't know anything about the context of that cover at all, but the variant cover is really cool. Powers of X issue number 4 of 6. Very close to be able to just knock those out and read them all in one sitting. Just 2 more issues of each to go, I think. I think Powers of X number 5 came out next. I'll get to that in just a minute. And then we have Event Horizon chapter 4 of Robotech. This is issue number 24, and I think coming out of this, it's like Robotech Remix or something like that. So I'm back at issue number 1 with that. So now I know that Robotech is complete for this run. I could just knock those out at some point. Sabrina the Teenage Witch issue number 5. Very cool cover with her with a sword. What? I'm excited to get caught up on that as well. Star Wars Adventures Into the Depths of Coruscant. Did I pronounce that correctly? Did I pronounce it weirdly? Like somebody, like it was a real place. I was like, oh, this is how you really say it. Coruscant, is it Coruscant or Coruscant? Is the C silent or Coruscant? Coruscant. We got to get the marching band in here because the chorus can't help us. I don't know. But Star Wars Adventures, for the most part, you can just jump in right over there. You don't have to be like, you don't have to read all the issues to know what's going on. Vampirella, we have 5. I got 5 covers of this. Let's see. Let's start with the A cover. Is down over here. Where is the A cover? Okay, the A cover doesn't have the barcode on the front, but that's really cool. It's kind of more like it's more of like a cartoony, really thick line work. I don't know the artist's name there, but I like all these covers. The B cover, which is the one that I left open so that I could read it, is okay. Now we're into this week's stuff. So September 18th. Sure, the whole crap load of skulls. And one skeleton hand, a few skeleton hands feeling her up. That's like, even if you're dead, don't do that stuff. Cover number C has her having drinking some blood all over her arm, like in a graveyard, laying against a gravestone. That's creepy. Cover number D is her with her guts coming. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that at first. She's got guts coming out of her. Somebody just slashed her open. That's no good. And then cover number E, or cover E, is a cosplay cover, and that is really cool. I don't know the photographer or the model's names, but that's a real fine cover there. And yeah, so Vampirella. I think I read issue number 2 already, but if not, that's a real quick catch up there. Napoleon Dynamite issue number 1. The cover says "Impeach Pedro" on his shirt, so it seems like they've had a falling out. That's no good. But he has ink all over his hands, so he did not handle. There's better ways to modify your shirt than however he did it. It seems he did it quite messily. Lex Luthor issue number 1 for Year of the Villain. One Lex to kill them all. Him standing over bodies, heaps and heaps of dead bodies. Yikes. In Figure 5 number 1, I don't know anything about this, but on the cover it says "Chaos in the Wake of the Invasion," also featuring Peacemaker. It's 12 issue maxi series, so I've gotten myself into another one. Dang it. And I think I may have asked for both covers the entire time, so I might have to change that. I'll go back into my messages to double check exactly what was going on with that. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen number 3. We have him burying himself on the variant cover, and then the main cover says, "Who shot the decoy corpse of Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen?" There's so many words in there. It's such a funny cover. Oh, I love that book. It's so good. Then we have Strayed issue number 2. This is that psychic cat in outer space, all that stuff. I'm excited to read that. Blade Runner 2019 issue number 3. I really like the first 2 books of that so far, so I don't know how many issues this is going to have, or if it's just ongoing and they'll just keep on going as long as people like it. I don't know. Wonder Woman Come Back to Me issue number 3. In my database, the numbers for these books got all messed up, so this book doesn't even exist in that, because last issue was number 3 and the issue number 1 was number 2 for some reason. So yeah, it's weird. And if you use was it CLZ Comics, this book is kind of messed up in their catalog, so be aware of that. But I'm looking forward to reading this because it's so fun. It's weird, just like the Batman universe. It's wacky adventures that they're on. Archie 55 number 1 of 5. This looks like it will be a lot more lighthearted than, what was it, Archie 42 or whatever that was. When he went to war, and then spoilers, he dies. He gets killed in action in World War II, which is crazy, and it's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. So this one looks like it's a lot happier. Archie 55, he's there playing a guitar, like he's part of a 50s band and all that. So we'll see. Flash forward issue number 1. This variant cover is super cool. I believe that's Wally West can't outrun his past. The future is doomed. So this is coming out of Heroes in Crisis, which means I need to finish reading Heroes in Crisis before I get to that. I just have issue number 7 and 8, or 8 and 9. The last 2 issues, I think, is what I have left to read of that. And then we have Spider-Man issue number 1, which is I didn't even realize this. Let's see where I can find the credits page. Maybe it's at the end of the book. Did I subscribe to this? I hope so. It's because I'm really excited about it. The variant that I got is artwork by Chip Kidd, and it's like a really minimal design. That's really cool. And it's actually different than what is in the book. Yeah. J.J. Abrams and Henry Abrams wrote this. That's really cool. So just going off that alone, I am really excited to read this, and I'll check back in with you when I have to let you know how it went. And I thought that was the end, but these are the books that I'm not caught up on. That I picked up this week. I have Silver Surfer Black, issue number 4. Another crazy artwork cover, and I'm sure the entire inside of the book is really cool too. Once in the Future, issue number 2. I still haven't gotten around to reading issue number 1, but everybody seems to be going crazy about this book, so I'll check it out soon enough. Middle West, issue number 11. This book is going strong, and I really need to get caught up. But I guess they don't. Well, I'm buying the books, so that's like helping the metrics, I'm sure. But I haven't actually read past like issue number 3 yet. Lucifer, issue number 12 is there. Really cool cover. That's got to be Lucifer with his wings there, and then with a big dark creature in front. I don't know what's going on there. Justice League, issue number 32. I get further and further behind every week, but this cover is great. We have the variant cover with Wonder Woman in the front, Batman and Superman behind her. She's got someone or something tied up in her lasso off screen there. Titans Burning Rage, issue number 2. I gotta just jump right into I have to assume that the books with this branding, with the solid cover, diagonal banner across the top, just the flat logos, they all have to just be goofy, weird stuff, because Batman Universes, Wonder Woman, come home to me, or whatever it's called, they're also weird. And just from this cover, Titans Burning Rage looks really weird too. So I gotta just get to reading it. Superman, issue number 15, the variant cover here. He's breaking into a room. Is that Lois Lane there, being held captive by some mobsters or something? One of the guys, he has his shirt off. Why does he have his shirt off? Put his shirt back on, you weirdo. Dead Man Logan, issue number 11. Really close to the end here. I'm glad that will be off of the docket, so to speak. And then I can actually go sit down and read all of them. Has X-23 stopped? I haven't gotten a new X-23 in a while. I need to check on that. House of X, issue number 5 of 6. So we're nearing completion here. Got Apocalypse there on the cover in a field of things. It's not wheat. Is that wheat? Some other plant. Oh, he's in a swamp, so those are like reeds. I was holding it so the bottom of the cover was obscured. And then I shifted it up slightly. I was like, oh, swamp. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's everything. I'm gonna go check on X-23 right now. See if have I just not been paying attention? I feel like I haven't seen a new issue of that. Maybe it did stop. I don't know. But let me know what comics you picked up these last 2 weeks. Which ones have been your favorites? Are there any that I didn't pick up that I should check out, especially if they're on like Comixology or something like that? Well, everything is on Comixology, but not everything is, you know what I mean? By tweeting me at TIW Podcast, go to TIWpodcast.com for more views. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. So, stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Oh, I picked up X-Men Dark Phoenix, even though in theaters it's just called Dark Phoenix, but they added the branding of X-Men on there. I'm sure they're like, oh, we need to make it more clear that this is X-Men. But I'm gonna watch that with commentary. I think I might watch that with commentary like right now, even though I should be sleeping. But that's what I'm gonna do, maybe. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.